Alright, it's 9:07 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's November 18th, 2017. My name is John Disque, and this is the Crypto Update. Alright, here we go. We gotta refresh the page so we can get the absolute latest updates here. This is an overall view of the market, and as you can see, well, maybe you can't see. Let's zoom out a little bit here. The crypto market is very, very healthy, with 90% of the coins in the green and only 10% in the red, including Bitcoin Cash, falling 11% today. This is just a random coin, and number one in volume is Bitcoin, and looking rather healthy, up 4.6% on the day. Having a great week and a great month. Bitcoin keep on rocking. Today's high was 78.63, and today's low was 74.65. Didn't really move much up or down. It's staying kind of steady and just kind of knitting its way back up. Up. That's what it's all about. Bitcoin Cash is second in volume. That's because we have a lot of sellers. Today's high was 13.67. Today's low is 12.03. Not much higher than the low, so yep, it's all pretty much downhill. It tried to come back after a tank there, but the people said no. And the selling price for them was $13.35, and they're just taking their money and running. Ethereum comes in third in volume and looking very, very healthy. Ethereum is chugging back up, but let's see if we can get above 350. It's for a long time it's had trouble getting to 350, and every time it does, it kind of crashes to it's back down to 300. So if it can break that resistance and get above that temporary ceiling, Ethereum should be well on its way back up to 400. It's had a great day. It's up almost 6%. Today's high, see? Today's high was 349.58. It just does not want to get above 350. Today's low is 326.36. Neo comes in fourth and keeps on chugging up. This has been a great buy for the past 3 days. Slowing down now. Yesterday I believe it was up 30%. The day before it was up another 30%. So total up for the week is 50%, and for the month is pretty much 50% too. So Neo is doing well. This could be time to buy. We'd have to go closer and analyze it a little bit to see if it's the perfect time to buy. If you're a trader, take a closer look at Neo. Litecoin comes in fifth. and also doing very well, up 5.18%, sitting at 68.88. That's a good price for Litecoin. It's been moving up, up, up too. Dash comes in 6th and up almost 6%. Having a great week and a great month. There's another buy opportunity, but we'd have to go closer to, we'd have to look at the candle chart and really break it down and analyze it. IOTA comes in 7th and then sitting at 82 cents, and so IOTA just keeps going up too. Everybody's going up, up, up. The crypto market looks very healthy. IOTA's up 8.27% for the day and has over double valued for the month. Over double valued. It has doubled its value this month in the past 30 days. That's right, if you invested $1,000 in IOTA this time last month, you now have over $2,000. Omise Go, also chugging back up. Omise Go kind of came out of nowhere. And the money's going back into Omise Go, back up to $8.11 after sitting at $6 forever. So Omise goes up 8.28% on the day. Why the heck did that happen? What is this, Romanus? Why did it take me there? I accidentally clicked on something. That's where it took me. Why, I don't know. EOS is coming in 9th. This is a future. It's an ICO. And speaking of ICOs, they are in the news today. EOS is up almost 15% on the day. So it looks to me like they're trading it, dumping it. Look at this, up 257% for the month. What is going on with EOS? Ethereum Classic comes in 10th and up about 4 points, sitting at $17.56. And that's the top 10 in volume. Today's top crypto news. Ripple CEO and Ethereum co-founder bash ICO industry and support government regulations. That's regulations on ICOs. And they have a very strong point. Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple and Joseph Lubin from Ethereum. They did an interview, and I mean, it's a shame what happened to ICOs. Ethereum was the original ICO. That's what started the whole thing. And as far as cryptocurrency, and there's so many scams, there's so many ripoffs, and they also support China's total outright ban on ICOs. It's just too easy to scam people. There's so many people who start, an ICO, start a new coin, and they get millions of dollars, and people investing. And they just, they did it all with fake names, fake offices, fake everything. And they just take off with the money, and that's it. Done, over. And nobody knows where they went. They're usually on some island somewhere because they made $100 million. And that's it. I mean, why, I think some actually start as legitimate. They, they really have a plan and they really want to do this, and they get all these investors and they make all this, and here they are, and it's like, wow, and now we have to do all this work, and we're not even going to get anything for it, and we have to give all this back to the people as soon as we launch this coin. It's just too easy. It's too easy. There's nobody regulating it. There's nobody watching it. There's no penalties to pay. No government goes to the, some island somewhere to dig these people up. They laugh at it, So you got ripped off by an ICO, you spent your life savings, and you want us to go after him and put him in jail? It's your dumbass fault. It's just too easy. The public is too stupid. And so, and that's pretty much the news on that. It kind of shocks people because, these are the big ICO top guns. We have 3 questions before we're going to go take a closer look at, I think, IOTA, and see if we have a buy pattern on this coin. Jack Paul again wants to know what altcoin or trade coin, as you call them, have you made the most money with? I've got all this written down. I think it's Monero. I'm not positive. I made money with Dash. I've made money with Neo. I've made money with a lot of these coins. I made money with Bitcoin Cash. I was trading that last week. And I'm pretty sure it's Monero, Paul. I'll go look over my records, and I write everything down. I keep records of everything. And I'll let you know tomorrow night for sure, but I'm about 80% sure it's Monero. I can't afford Bitcoin. What is a good, inexpensive, safe coin to invest a little money in? Alan Freeman. Hello, Alan. Welcome to the crypto family. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy a percentage of Bitcoin. You can buy as much as 1/1000th of a percent of Bitcoin. You can get in for $5 if you want. A lot of new people think you have to buy a whole coin. So right now you would need like $8,000 to buy into Bitcoin, and it's just not true. It's not true. If all you can manage to gather up is $100, that's fine. Join an exchange, a reputable one, a safe one. I really recommend Coinbase because it's very easy. Later on you'll want to graduate and get an exchange where you can do more things with. But Coinbase is a good start. And then just buy in with $100. It's all good. A lot of people do it. And just make it a goal to try to, over, the months or the years or whatever, however long it takes you, just make it a goal to accumulate at least one Bitcoin. Try to buy when the prices are low, when there's major adjustments, and there's always a major adjustment after skyrockets. So if in the next day or two Bitcoin happened to go to, I don't know, $9,500, that's a big jump. That's a big fast jump, and there's going to be an adjustment, and it's going to come back down. And that's once it settles down and the volume goes down, and it starts to show a buy pattern of people getting back in and buying it, so the price is going up a little bit. That's when you want to get in. So just keep your patience with it. And if you absolutely insist on having, a whole coin, you just want one of anything, I would recommend Litecoin. It's cheap. I think it's $70 right now, somewhere around there. So if that's the way you want to go, and it's safe, Litecoin is safe, don't expect miracles with it. And it's going to adjust. It might fall a little bit, but it's going to do what Bitcoin does on a smaller scale. Charlie Lee is the founder, developer, and manager of Litecoin, and he refers to Litecoin as the silver to Bitcoin. to Bitcoin's gold. So you can see Litecoin that way. Look up Charlie Lee on YouTube, and there's plenty of interviews with him, and while you're watching them, you'll learn a lot about Litecoin. Rodney Weinstock wants to know, I get your reasoning with Trayvon. He apparently watched last night's video, crypto update. But does this mean you're a fan of Craig Grant too? No, I'm not a fan of Craig Grant. I don't know a lot about him, and it's hard to dislike somebody I don't know. But from what I've seen, I've watched like 3 or 4 of his videos, and I know who he is and what he is, what he does. As far as I know, he's all about BitConnect. It's like one-dimensional. See, with Trayvon talks about his car, his life, he'll take people with him on the road. He'll talk about his old jobs, his family. He's more than just, BitConnect. And he's funny, and I don't get any of that with Craig Grant. I see a guy, driving around in a yacht, showing off his money and trying to impress people, and that doesn't impress me. I don't want to be like Craig Grant. I don't know what makes him think anybody wants to be like Craig Grant. So, no, I'm not a fan of Craig Grant. Anyway, we're going to take a quick peek at, was it IOTA that we were interested in? Dash is showing strong buy pattern. Litecoin. I think it was Neo. Let's go take a look and see if now's a good time to buy Neo. Now, like in right now. Why is it black down there? We can't have that. We cannot have that. I'm gonna have to move that back when we go back. Yeah, I would leave this bounce once or twice more. Yeah, it's still showing a strong buy pattern. I would give it some time and see if we can get past this this obvious resistance here, which is coming in at 46.45, 46.54. If we can get above that number, $46.54. Then yeah, you might want to get in and buy. Back to the crypto update. I think I answered everybody's question, and I kind of briefly went over the news. I agree with those guys. Be careful with ICOs. Do your research. Don't get ripped off. There's so many scams out there. Peace, everybody.